Hi everybody, my name is Michael Peterson. I'm here with my friend Lori Beth Clark. How you doing? I grew up in Kentucky. It's nice to be back down from Wisconsin where it's so much warmer down here. We've both worked in Wisconsin for 20 years, and we've both spent the last 3 weeks marching and shouting and writing emails and making posters and making t-shirts and calling our friends and calling our legislators. And we've been doing that because of the assault on democracy that's been happening in our state. Most of y'all know the story. I won't go into all the details, but it's been amazing. You know, we did lose an election. Pro-union, progressive forces in Wisconsin messed up a little bit this year. We didn't try hard enough, but we didn't know enough because they hid a lot of stuff from us, and we didn't get the message out about what we didn't know good enough. And we're paying for it now. We lost Russ Feingold. We lost the state house. We lost the governorship. Fine. We lose sometimes. But then they changed the rules on us, and they kept changing the rules, and they started taking things away that never should have been taken away. 50 years ago, Wisconsin became the first state that recognized the rights of public workers to collectively bargain. And they said, you know what? That's a little too inconvenient for us to do our bookkeeping. So we're not going to have that anymore. And people started to say no. And then they started to look a little deeper into what was going on, and there was just a long list of things that needed to get said no to. And our heroic Wisconsin state Democratic senators left the state. Those 14 heroes left the state, and they were prepared to stay away as long as it took. And what did it do? Well, it didn't win completely, but it slowed things down, and people began to pay attention. And just Saturday, Lori Beth and I were at a rally with 100,000 people all around our state capitol. Biggest protest, bigger than any of the protests that happened there in the 1960s. And the people who were there were amazing. The Teamsters were there every day for 3 weeks. We're so grateful to them. One of the most moving sights that we saw was when the farmers from Wisconsin surrounded the Capitol with their tractors and then just parked them. Incredibly beautiful. Nurses and correctional officers, teachers, graduate students, people who are unionized and people who are not unionized, public and private sector workers, the cops and the firefighters would walk through and people would just cheer. It was the biggest coming together people that I've ever seen, and coming together across difference. The governor tried to split the unions. He said, we'll exempt the cops and the firefighters. They said, no, that's not good enough. We need our rights. Everybody needs their rights. We're going to have democracy. And so the governor changed the rules a few more times, and just last week he changed the rules and passed through a whole bunch of this stuff. More is coming. It's going to be bad. But we've got a democracy. There's still a few rules in place, and we're all focusing on the recall right now.
Recall! 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 Recall!
You know, we had a lot of great chants. People camped out in the Capitol building for weeks on end. People slept outside. People marched around. Some great, creative, amazing stuff. But my favorite one, I'll just teach it to you real quick. You probably have heard it. The Republicans, the right wing, the far right in their attack on this country showed us what hypocrisy looked like. They told us one thing, they did another. They've got more plans they haven't brought out yet.
Oh my God.
We showed them what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Y'all keep going. We're going to win. Thank you.